So now when you want to apply some foundation, I would say the holy grail is to have some mineral water and a beauty sponge. You want to damp the beauty sponge so the foundation really sinks into the skin and it looks flawless and glowy. Secondly, I really love tinted moisturizer. I think they look incredible, and if you like something lightweight, I would say Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for a glowy finish is incredible as well. So I'm gonna start with the Avocado Zinc product. It's like an SPF 50, so great for summer if you go on holiday and you want just a little bit of tint. It looks a little bit dark, but then when you apply the product, it kind of blends into your skin tone. And they have, I think, 3 different tones. So one light, one medium, which is this one. I was a bit tan, so I got the medium. And then a darker one for a deeper skin tone. And you want to dab in, really tap, like dab in the skin to have blended effects. And then you want to blend there as well. So because I have my neck a little bit whiter here, that's why I want to really bring down the product. Obviously you don't really have to if you don't have this contrast, but my neck was such like a whiter effect, so I like to match my foundation with literally like my chest. So I'm just pressing for a couple of minutes until the product is really well blended. And then I'm just gonna highlight with a lighter foundation, just a few spots, just to give a bit of like glow. So right here. You want to focus on the cheekbones and maybe like the nose area, the cupid bones, and a little bit of this area as well, unless you have like a really wide forehead. And you just repeat the same action, which is dabbing in the skin until it's blended. So now that your foundation is applied, you want to conceal your under eye bag, and I'm gonna use the color corrector from Sculpt by Amy. Is the light one, so this one has a peach undertone. If you have darker skin tone, you want to basically get a more pigmented, more orangey color, but because I have a light complexion, I got the light products, and I'm just basically tapping where I have all the blue zone around here, and you get less gray and blue effect when you apply your concealer. For the concealer, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, and mine is the 4.5, which is quite light, more my winter one. And I'm gonna apply right where my crease is, and then around the outer corner, and just 1 or 2 dots on the cheeks right here. And if you wanna even more add a bit of light where you got your pretty Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, the lighter color, you can apply a little bit of concealer. If you have wrinkles, you can apply on the wrinkles just to soften the line and brighten up. Same story, damp beauty sponge, and then you're gonna just tap. You can use the corner for the smaller parts. And you can see that my skin looks a little bit more sculpted now. And my under eye bag disappeared completely with the color corrector plus the lighter concealer. And you want to get a concealer which is slightly lighter than your skin tone, like a shade lighter. Make sure it's well blended. Moving on to the sculpting product, I'm gonna use the NARS Laguna number 2, and I'm going to use a flat brush. You can use much denser and fluffier brush. I like to use more precise, and I'm just gonna add wherever you got the bone structure, so you can feel there is like a sort of a hole underneath. You can apply the sculpting product. And if you want your face to look a bit more elevated, elongated, you can just direction your sculpting a bit more diagonal. And if you want to add width to your face to make it look bigger, then you can go a bit more straight. Same story, damp beauty sponge, and then use the same literally and just tap. I'm gonna use a blush, which is a lip and a cheek tint, and it's from Avocado Zing again. So I'm just gonna tap. You can also use a fluffy brush and dip in and then apply, but I do like quite intense, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply directly on my skin. I don't know for you guys, but it's never too much blush. And just a bit on the nose. So I'm just sculpting my face again the same way as I use the sculptor. And then I just use the same beauty sponge and I just blend it out. And you want to focus on the outer edge, not that much in this area. You just want to just blend this outwards corners. Now it's time to set up everything with a loose powder. So I'm just using this small brush, especially from the under eye. I'm just gonna set up my eye. Don't rub it, just like tap or gently swipe over, but I would say ideally like tap, so the concealer and the foundation is not moving and is more locked into the skin. I'm going to use this palette from I Love Revolution for my highlighting products. So I have two. I have one gold and one pinky one. I'm gonna use the gold one. And I'm just gonna tap wherever I want the highlights to be. so right on top of my blush. And maybe with my finger I just tap on the product and just add a little bit of glow on here. And I'm gonna do the same on my eye. And on the outer, in the inner eye of my eye, because I have close set eye, which is too close from the nose. So to give a little bit of space, I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter here. And that's it. Moving on to the blush, I'm using the NARS Orgasm. Is the end, but I'm trying to finish it. It's my favorite, all-time favorite blush. It's such a universal color that suits everyone, like golden skin tone and also like more cooler skin tone. So I'm just trying to rub in because there's very little bit of product left, and the excess of product I don't want to apply on my face. I just want to tap a little bit the excess here and then apply it later on my cheeks. And I'm just like tapping again, same motion, where I want the pigment to be. And that's my favorite blush. It's so beautiful. And again, if you wanna add a little bit more white to your face, you can just go ahead and instead of lifting up like so, you can just go a little bit more straighter. I do like this kind of lifted effects. Now, if you want a soft bridal look, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite palettes that really suit all type of skin, which is the Natural Nude from Born This Way. And if you want to go like a pinky, soft pastel pink, which is kind of what I got right here, I'm gonna choose this color in the crease just to kind of lift up a little bit. So I'm gonna use this brush. It's a flat brush. It's more like a smudging brush, but I like to use it to do my inner crease. And I'm just adding the color in the crease. And that's, if you have hooded eye, you really want to go, instead of going in there, you want to go on top right here, so otherwise your skin is gonna hide all the work that you do underneath. So you want to go a little bit above the crease, like here, and then you want to just use a beauty you want to use a fluffy brush and really blend like a motion, like a round circle motion, like so. And you can build on the contrast. So I'm gonna use a little bit more pink just to give a bit more intensity. And I want to tap so the excess pigment is flying away and doesn't drop on your skin. And really, I'm gonna add a little bit extra pigment. Right here. Alright, you want to take the fluffy brush and just blend. And you want to blend like this way, outwards. And then also like this. And you can just repeat this process until your desired contrast. Perfect. I'm gonna do the other eye and I'm gonna show you the next step. So you wanna do some correcting maybe in the eye, especially if like me you have downturn eye. So I'm gonna use the same palette, and really I'm gonna use some of the dark brown, and like again I'm gonna tap, so dip in, tap. And when you wanna correct the eye, you wanna try to lift. So to do a small wing, I'm just gonna go on the outer corner and just draw. And honestly that could be enough. If you want to do a wing, then you need to just draw from the outer edge of your eye direction to your eyebrow, and you can go slightly more straight like I do. So I'm gonna stretch now just to connect, and that's it. And so it's much easier to create a wing with a flat angle brush and some eyeshadow rather than doing with the liner, the liquid liner, because in that case you can always redirect the flick as you wish. It's much easier in that way. And then at the end, if you want to add a little bit of liquid liner on top to intensify, that's completely fine, you can do that. So I'm gonna do the other eye. So I'm just tap on the upper lash line, like so, and that could be completely fine. But if like me you like a little bit of a wing, then you just want to draw a little bit your wing, so direction outward. You can do a little bit more diagonal if you like, towards the eyebrow. I find a bit straighter, slightly more modern, and then redirect always is possible, like so. And then connect. And then you can just tap in between the lashes and the lash line just to open up the eye. And that's it, it's all done. A little bit more of the pink color underneath. And it's all done now. For my eyebrow, I'm gonna use the Clinique dark brown pencil. And when you correct your eyebrow, you really wanna, do the test along the nose with the pencil, and then middle of the pupil is the arched, where the arch should be. So you pivot, and then you can see where the arch should be, so right here. So I'm just gonna do a little mark, and then the end of your eyebrow should be basically pivoting from the nose to the outer corner, so right here, which is fine. So I'm just gonna brush my eyebrow and just add a few strokes to fill in the gaps. You don't want to draw, you just want to fill in a few gaps, right? All fine. And now I'm gonna do the other eye. So I'm just brushing. So you always want to brush it upwards, just to see the shape. Okay. Last step, I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara. So I'm just following. I'm using the L'Oreal Pro XXL Lift, and I'm just adding the mascara following the direction of the lashes. So this way, so some this way, and this way. And I'm going from the roots of the lashes to the tip of the lashes. And I'm using the end of the brush towards the outer corner. Now that my eyes are finished, I'm gonna use some lip products. So I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut for the lip liner. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Warm Peach in satin color and some gloss from Zoeva at the very end, just to give a little bit more plump. So I'm starting with this lip liner from Makeup Forever, and I'm just gonna start on the Cupid one over drawing the line. So you want to, if you have small lips like mine, you want to slightly plump them. So I overdraw a little bit, not too much, and I always start from the middle to the outside. So right here, I'm gonna carry on. It's such a great color because it's neutral and it suits every single skin tone. I'm drawing a little bit over the line here, but very, very slightly. And I'm just gonna draw a little bit for longevity. In that way, when you're gonna eat, the lipstick is not gonna go away, especially if the lip liner is waterproof, which I really recommend. Makeup Forever has great waterproof lip liners, which honestly last the longest. I really love them. Now I'm gonna use the peachy lipstick. And like, because the color is slightly lighter, it just gives a little bit more volume to my lips, which I really like. And I'm gonna finish off with a little bit of lip gloss to give a little bit more plumped effect. As you can see, the makeup captured the light so well. It looks so fresh and so natural, and it's super easy to achieve for a bride that doesn't have a lot of makeup or doesn't know where to start. This is really the perfect bridal look for spring, summer, and I hope that you like this video. Please comment right below what you'd like to see next, and please subscribe, comment, like this video. It helped me to grow so much, and I will be forever grateful. If you are a 2025 bride and you don't know where to start, I have a free checklist beauty product for you. If you want to download, it's going to be right below on the caption. And I have a couple of digital products that could help you with your makeup journey as well. So I make sure to link that down below. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye!